One second. I hope none of you were TC. Disaster, isn't it? What doesn't break you makes you stronger. But damn, but damn, it's one hell of a test. Join the Discord if you want to share frustration or gain advice from Hunter. It's family. We're in this together. No, Gary. I mean, that's the only way it has to be. Together, right? Because it's rubbish, isn't it? It's absolute rubbish. Brendan, what's funny? Oh, you mean the picture when your friend starts driving 150 miles per hour and says, "I had all my funds in FTX." It's gone, isn't it? Mm-mm. Anyways, happy Sunday and good evening, Kevin. The bridge here we come, Kevin. Well, yeah, technically yes. Anyways, again, good evening, and we're just gonna hang out and talk about all this rubbish because most of it is like just highly speculative, anyways. So we just kind of have to watch what we talk about and whatnot, right? So there's been a lot of stories about like the Sam guy, FTX guy in the Bahamas. He's been arrested and blah blah blah. And then there's just the whole like crypto.com story, people pulling their monies out. It's just one after the other. Like it's just negative news after negative news, which is interesting. Ayo, Christy. Ayo, ayo. Happy Sunday, Brendan. How are you? Happy Sunday. I don't think FTX again, like FTX is not really an exchange where like most of us use. I don't know, right? So um I don't think a lot of you guys use FTX, not from like what we've heard in Discord, right? It's not, but that's not the point though, right? The point is just like what that's caused. It's just a roller coaster effect, right? So that happening is signal like just Bitcoin crashing, crypto going down, and then people just losing confidence, right? And then now it's Crow. I think that Crow story is so silly, honestly, Gary. Um, how do you transfer 400 million to a different account? Like, as a broker, like, how do you transfer $400 million to like to an account that wasn't intended to be transferred to? Like, how does that even happen? I don't get that. But anyways, we'll talk about that. as we go on, right? So, anyways, if you look at these bubbles here, they're green. That's the last hour though, right? That's the last hour here. Some of these things are slowly bouncing, which is cool. KuCoin is actually up 4% here. Wow, impressive, impressive. KuCoin hasn't had any issues. Hey yo, Musty, we need Elon. Please call him, Kevin. Okay, we will. We will. Right. So yeah, KuCoin is actually done well. Anyway, it's time to shut down crypto. This channel crypto dead, brother. The crazy based on nothing is Jameson. Oh no, this is this is not just a crypto channel. We talk about crypto Jameson, but uh crypto's become crypto is we talk less about crypto than we talk about anything else. So we don't just talk about crypto on here. Everything, everything. I transfer $100, 100 into my into wrong once, and you think I would be a multi-signature token? Honestly, Gary, like, are you kidding me? Like, are you kidding? How do you transfer $400 million into an account that wasn't intended to be transferred into? It just seems like a whole scam, you know. That's pretty silly to me, if you ask. I think that's pretty silly. Hey yo, Dustin. Media coin went from to 85 in one night. That's how, like, $5 to $85, 5 to 85. My goodness, crazy. It's so shady, Christy. Let me see if I can pull up that little article here. Right, so um, it's somewhere. It's on one of these. We'll talk about most of these things as we go on here. Somewhere here, right? I don't need to log in. Blah blah blah. We'll talk about all this other stuff later too. Royal Bahamas police are investigating the fall of FTX. Hey yo, Tesh. Right, so uh, police, blah 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 blah. Binance halts FTX token deposits as a suspicious movement of, okay, cool, yeah. There's just some crazy stuff happening, right? So, and then, like, there's some other, then there's this too, like Hong Kong-based crypto exchange AAX suspends all operations, citing system upgrades. Sure, system upgrades. That's what we're calling it, isn't it? Yeah, Binance holds $70 billion in its reserve. I mean, we know Binance is number one, isn't it? Well, that's what they wanted to do. I feel like they was speculating, but this whole thing started with, like, with them being connected, didn't it? Right. So yeah, yeah, Binance has a lot of money, so these dudes don't care, do they? Well, I'm sure they do care, but where's that crow story? It's somewhere on here. Called yeah, and then this is the other story too, right? So obviously FTX wanted to invest in Twitter with Elon Musk, and Elon said he took a 30-minute phone call with this dude, and he said, nah, this dude is a scam. That's what yeah, so is going to destroy crazy amount of leverage had to control the shorts in the stock market. They won't have enough to leverage, keep stocks down. Daniel, I hope so. I mean, like, if that does happen, I don't mind that, Daniel. At least we can get a win on one side, right? If crypto crashing is going to affect, like, some of these hedge funds that are over leveraged, from, like, from having to, like, cover some of their positions, or, like, keep shorting their positions or something like that, don't mind it. But yo, Stuart. Yo. Right. So Elon says, nah, this dude is an absolute scam. I want to go back and watch that video, but I just wanted to go down and pull up that little that crypto.com article here, because I think that's so silly. Honestly, I think that's, like, so silly. Right. So said the reason our proof of reserve is because we hold customers balance 1 to 1. Proof of no, yeah, rubbish. Absolute rubbish. Fun fact: 20% of crypto.com's asset reserves are in Shiba Inu. I mean, like, now that you start to look at all this stuff, now that you're looking at all this stuff, like, really deeply, like, man, like, some of these crypto exchanges are so silly. Like, some of the things they do, I mean, you can explain to me all you want how, like, 20% of your assets is being held in Shiba Inu, but that will not make any sense to me at all. Like, are you kidding? 20% in Shiba Inu? Yeah. Okay. Sure. Sure. Where's the other one here? Today is what? Today is the 13th. Okay, let me go back up because I think that just happened not too. And then there's the FTX hack as well. Coordinating with law enforcement to recover funds. Yeah. Okay. We are coordinating with law enforcement to recover funds. Uh, Where's the other guy? He's hiding somewhere in the bush. Do you think and had smart do you think Tom and Giselle had their I mean Daniel, we'll talk about that too, like once we really get going here, like some of these wallets and whatnot, right? We'll talk about all that stuff too. But Tom Brady and Giselle, I don't think so. uh I don't think it's something very many people do, except for, like, people like Gary, uh, like just crypto enthusiasts, like people that are like all the way in, So I know Peter had I know Peter finally got his like one of his we'll talk about it later. Hey yo, Charles, how are you? Hi. Happy Dr. Paula, happy Sunday to you as well. Show the video of Andrew Tate. Okay, I will. Let me go back up here. There's something else I wanted to look at. This video here. I know Stuart posted this video not too long ago, but this is exactly what's happened, isn't it? Right. So this video says caption is the FTX bankruptcy summarized in one video. One video, right? So who cares about Peter? You're lucky Peter's in here, Michelle. Don't forget to smash a like if you haven't already, guys. Smash a like. Hit that subscribe if you're new and whatnot, right? So this video is gold. Yeah, I haven't seen this whole video, but and I've complained about this whole thing, Stuart, but I haven't seen this video yet, right? So I saw the first few seconds of it before I posted in Discord, but I wanted to wait till the stream to watch all of it because I was late anyways. But right, again, I've been very annoyed about, like, this whole, like, how Binance, like, the involvement. Rude. I think it's just like an absolute, like, just, hey yo Dan, let's get those monies. Maybe they're frontman, but there's a lot more behind the. Yeah, there is, Gary. There really is. There's so much. I mean, like, if you go into Twitter, like if you look at Twitter, which we will, there's stuff about, like, now the Democrats, and then there's stuff about, like I mean, like, this. Obviously, there's no proof to any of this, though, right? It's all just speculation. So you want to be super careful, and I will most likely not talk about most of it. But hey, yo, Terra, right? So watch this video, right? Okay, ready. King of the castle. They really are. They really are. I want to go back to Twitter though and, like, look at some of these tweets because they're pretty damn funny, right? They're pretty funny, I think, right? So I will zoom in here a little bit so we can kind of look at these tweets. Okay, no, that's the same tweet. Let me just go to that hashtag. Should I just use this one instead? Nothing and be happy. Yeah, show the events FTX style. Anyways, blah 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 blah. I think I clicked on the wrong tweet there because this one isn't as funny. The thread isn't as funny here. Check Twitter. Yeah, Michael Saylor. Michael Saylor said something about, and that's. Let me take a look here. Um, what is nah, nah, nah. I want the real thing. I think that isn't that a fake account though. Not a fake account. I his tweet very differently. You did, okay. Someone says the worst tweet was that from a real account? That was from the real account. Because people are panicking now. People are like, oh my goodness, don't trust. Uh, did I spell it wrong? Okay, I'll go back up there. Go back up. Let me look at this tweet. This tweet. Is that the? That's the real account there. Blah blah blah. That's what he said, right? So, Michael Saylor says that don't trust Bitcoin. What does that mean? Like, what does that mean? That's my question. No, yeah, he did. I was just looking at the wrong one. But like, what does that mean? Like, what does that even mean? He also said here the crypto Bitcoin is the best crypto asset, right? That was November the 12th here. There is no second best asset, he says. And again, he's referring to like the whole thing happening, right? So is that was a little video of like Kramer and whatnot. Had the right idea, starting to feel like a Bitcoin veteran. Okay, sounds good. Blah 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 blah. Bitcoin is the assets. It's the asset. So like, how did he go from sounding like such a Bitcoin bull to like elect Bitcoin, right? How did he go from that to this? I feel like this is very cryptic. It doesn't matter though, does it? I mean, I feel like if we asked and said like, when you think of Bitcoin, who do you think of? You think of Michael Saylor probably, right? So as someone that's looked at like that, I don't think you should put out tweets like that. If you're gonna like, you can't be like Elon Musk, can you? Nope, you can't put out tweets like this. Below that tweet, yeah, like he sounds very bullish in all these other tweets. My question is like, you can't do that. You just cannot do that. I mean, first of all, like I would say, I don't trust Bitcoin at this point. Not. I mean, I said this before. If Bitcoin breaks below 17.5, I don't trust it. Right? We break below that double bottom, I don't like it because we could go down to 14. We could go down even lower, right? Don't trust. I think that separate the two. Don't trust Bitcoin. I think that's what it is. I think that's exactly what it is, Gary. That's exactly what it is. You have to separate the two there. Don't trust. Hashtag Bitcoin. But I mean, like that, it really is musty. It really is important. Yeah, you can't do that though. Like, you cannot do that, right? In the time where people are panicking, you can't do that. You can't leave it. You can't give like people any reason for doubt. But that makes a whole lot of sense, and that's exactly what he meant. Because again, if you read his entire page, he has no questions about Bitcoin. The dude is all in on Bitcoin. So like there are no doubts here, right? But you also cannot like, when people are panicking in the market, you cannot like say don't trust Bitcoin, because that's how a lot of people will read it, right? Initially, if you read this, you're panicking initially, and then you might have to take a step back, argue with his conviction. No, he's all in. He can do as he pleases. You want zero, don't you? Zero, right? So um, it's interesting. I don't know. Yeah. So we are smart. Anyways, yeah. So there you go. Don't trust, right? And then Bitcoin is the only asset that he believes in. He says there's no second asset. It's only Bitcoin. And I'm sure at some point it will be like this. Design Bitcoin, not, yeah, exactly, Gary, right? So at some point, Bitcoin isn't, again, we know Bitcoin isn't going anywhere. Most of these other like coins have real like value. Uh, like most of these coins will still be here, regulated, right? Regulated. I mean, like for example, like the technology itself will always be here. Like like Disney will always use Maddox technology for whatever they do, right? Apple will always use like, I mean, some form of the metaverse, right? That's just what they do, right? But then how does that translate into like the actual coins and us making money? Though that's a different question. But when it comes to, again, when you think of like cryptocurrency, right? Not just the, well, technology, you know exactly what I mean, probably. But again, Bitcoin will always be like the asset, I feel like, right? So this might be these rich people, I don't trust them. Oh no, you can't, Vis. I mean, like, Can't trust anybody in this space, really, can you? So yeah. Anyways, the whole operation with Shady and nobody knew because nobody looked into it. Black Plumber. Yeah, yeah. There you go. So what if I don't want to trust Michael? I mean, you probably shouldn't. You probably shouldn't, right? You shouldn't, right? So, I mean, I feel like honestly, Michael Saylor has been buying Bitcoin. I mean, sure. If you know what his average is in the chat, let me know. But the dude's been buying in the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s. So, like, if you really knew, like, if he really knew exactly the timeline of everything, he would not be foaming in a $40,000 or $20,000, would he? Maybe not, right? So, I think he's looking at the bigger picture, though, right? Long term is what he's looking at, and that's fine. But exactly, Stuart. At every event, people convert to Bitcoin at a higher rates. I think so. I think so, Gary. I think so. Right. So I think so. Question for you guys in the chat. Right. Question for you guys in the chat. I like to ask just yes or no questions. Um, how do I word this question? I'm not sure how I want to word this question because there's so many ways this question could go. If you believe like in let's say in if you believe in the next 10 years, in the next however long, that Bitcoin will be the only. I mean, like all these coins are gonna be just saying nerd. Was it because of Harry Potter, me, dude? Unbelievable. So, um, so if you believe in the next 10 years, right? Obviously, these other coins are still gonna be here, right? In the form of technology, people are still gonna use these like the real technology, right? But if you believe that Bitcoin is gonna be the only coin, the I don't know, just the main coin. Type in yes in the chat. That's not how I want to watch it, but there you go. No, 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 no. At the shop, sounds good. Bitcoin is the only cryptocurrency you can buy gold and silver with. Says yes, yes. Disappointing. So yeah, let me know in the chat. Let me know what your opinions are in terms of like crypto going forward, right? Where do you see crypto going for? 100%, Stuart. There you go, right? So yeah, I bet you this is exactly what Dustin says. No, and again, like we're just honestly just hanging out and having a conversation. Like we're all just thinking out loud, right? So if you want to let us like if you want to elaborate on your answer, let me know, right? So um, I think like when events like this happen, though, I think when events like this happen, I think most people will like look at Bitcoin and look at Bitcoin. All these other coins will be looked at as, oh, you know what? I'm gonna scalp like Media Coin because it's pumping. I'm gonna go scalp Shiba Inu because it's pumping. But really, you know what? When I make those gains, 50% of that money is coming back into Bitcoin, right? Not into anything else. I don't know. Let me know in the chat. It's about to get cancelled. The only coin an institution will be allowed to buy and our retailers will be allowed to buy and use stable coins. Your opinion? Okay, sounds good. It will always be the sorry, I never answer yes or no. No, that's okay, Gary. That's okay. I like the long answer. La, la, la. You have XRP, Sarah? XRP. Yeah. Um, yeah. Don't think many would against BTC. Number one, I personally use ETH as your BTC as you believe more upside. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I have a weird feeling about ETH, Gary, Stewart. I don't know. I don't know why I have a weird feeling about ETH. Uh, I don't know. There's I don't know. There's a weird feeling there. But anyways, people will be not actually is a store value. Yeah, Alice. Yeah, there you go. La la la. Yeah, to own a gold in the wow, really, Dustin? Wow, the new regulations are going to try to do the same with Bitcoin. In your opinion, that's similar to what Mindy is saying as well, Dustin. Interesting. Interesting. stop freaking me out. It's it's I don't know, like, some of these like weird dudes. Not weird. Not that it's anything like there's anything wrong with being weird, because people think I'm weird. But anyways, but I don't know. All of these guys that are supposed to be like the I'm not gonna say anymore. But yeah. Anyways, Michael Saylor. Michael. What else do we have to look at here? Actually, let me see if we can pull up some more of this stuff here. Some more of this highly speculative things. Right. So we kind of talked about this earlier. Right. Investigations in the Bahamas here. Right. So being no, thank you, Dan. Thank you very much. Thank you. Um, with all the crypto crap going on, what are the odds of the stock market halts tomorrow? Stock market halts? No, I think the markets will be fine, Bill. I think the markets will be fine. I mean, you might see a little bit more like liquid, like again, I'm sure some of these guys will have to rebalance, right? There are a lot of people that are losing monies, people with real influence, right? Like billionaires that are losing monies in crypto that might have to like rebalance in the market. So maybe, sure, maybe, but I think the markets will be fine, right? So, and obviously you guys have heard of this. Um, oh no, that's something else. That's Twitter, and then that's the investigation going on there. And Speaking of Crow, though, like again, this is why we wanted to come on the stream today, because Crow is another story that made us come on, right? So we've complained about Crow, honestly, and if you've been watching the stream for a bit now, we've complained about this damn coin. This is not the first time we're talking about Crow as okay, this is a problem. I had a problem with again, I had a problem with Crow since they did whatever scam they did in it. Not a scam, right? Obviously, but um, what am I looking for here? Crow. I had a problem with Chrome since they did that whole thing there, right? If we go back on the daily chart here, this, not that, yeah, this. As soon as this happened, oh no thanks. Uh, you cannot be fooled. You cannot be fooled more than once in crypto. That's how I feel. If you like, once you break that trust, it's gone, right? So absolutely gone. Crow, no thanks. When this happened, oh, I never liked Crow after that. Absolutely not. Yeah, you're not gonna pull that stunt once and then have us trust you again, and then so you can do it again. Absolutely not. I don't like I don't like it. I don't like it. Don't like the coin. And I've been pretty vocal about Chrome. I don't like it. Yeah. Anyways, uh, for that advice, are you still green, Bill? Like a bird when he gets interviewed? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we like someone said earlier in Discord that they can't wait for the for the Netflix special. I think that was Doug. No, Ron in Discord. Yeah, this is the main. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Interest rate change. Maybe a warning sign for Chrome. Gary, potentially. Yeah, potentially. Money will likely cycle into the stock market until things. That's actually a really good point too, Hugh. Right? Maybe the markets will actually come back into the monies, into the market, into the stock market. So, what are we squeezing tomorrow, guys? Gary, it's time for you. It's over, Gary. I'm kidding. Not kidding though, Gary. Crypto markets are going to be so annoying for a little bit. So we want you in the stock markets. How about that, Stewart? Stock markets, because bring those monies to the stock market. I'm just joking, guys. But that's a really interesting way to look at it, isn't it? You could argue though that they had to do that to keep the financial viable. I believe it did. No, it yeah. Actually, Stuart, yeah, that's a good point too, right? Um, the trust lost, but maybe that keeps them going. Actually, yeah, I agree with that. Come with us, Christy. Come with us. uh, Come with us. I agree with that. That's a really good way to look at it, Stuart. Right? So maybe this all of this coming, right? All the spending they did for the Super Bowl, and they're like, yeah, you know what? Join the dark side. Never. It's well at this point, Gary. It's the side with the lights. That's what the lights are. Because we don't see the lights yet at the end of the tunnel for yeah. Never. Gary, it's just a matter of time, isn't it? When in 2 months, when we're still waiting for regulations, we're gonna drag you. You're gonna be spending all your time in stock general now. Stock general. I think regulate and control the no, they want the control over the currency. Yeah, and you know what's crazy too, and we've talked about this too. Stewart posted this in Discord, right? How well someone else did. How like the U.S. owns like one of the biggest reserves of Bitcoin. Crazy? Well, well, maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, stay strong, crypto crew. Stay strong. I know, Gary. I know. That's no. We will eventually. Crypto will eventually be, back to a place where we feel comfortable. For now, it's just a watch and see, isn't it? Right? Just to watch and see. Like crypto will eventually again. Like crypto isn't going anywhere. Well, it's gonna just need to stabilize somewhere, and then we can write it back up, right? So it's a thing that's gonna be here, but I feel like those we kind of need to like define the rules of how we move forward, if that makes any sense. I was trying to compare Tesla chart to FTT token. Such a weird comparison. Oh yeah, Tesla and FTT. Well, I mean, it is a weird comparison, but Tesla's had a little bit of a dipski too, but not compared to. Let me pull up let me pull up FTT here. FTT. I want this one. I mean, look at that disaster. Minus 30% today. Minus 30%. Damn. Minus 30%. This thing is gonna be worth like it's gonna be worth the price of Shiba Inu. Look at that. $85. September $85. September $85. Wait, is that 2021 though? Yeah, that's 2021, right? So 2021 is September $85. So maybe not as but it's slowly getting to that Shiba price, isn't it? Buy the dip? Okay, no. Um I mean lows and lows and lows and lows here. Well, I can confirm that they're in FTX. It's just getting started. Oh, it's just getting started, Stuart. Like this is just getting started, or not even like this is just the beginning. Uh, this is just the beginning. It's gonna be a story after another, story after another, story after another story. Especially now too that elections are over. Guess what? Guess what's gonna be everywhere now. I mean, elections are over. What's next? The biggest crypto scam in the and the fact that this political party is involved and this person's involved and this name and Elon Musk and this is just getting started, and it's going to be chaos, and yeah, I just hope we get to regulations soon, because I don't think there's any way around this. I, as a retail investor, I'm not comfortable putting my monies in there with the same people and the same rules. So for now, anyways, bankruptcy, FTX bankruptcy. Here, let me take a look. Any more tweets here? Oh lord, have you guys seen this? You guys have seen this one, haven't you? Right? 5 million people at once. Unbelievable. That's you. Ready to see what happens till Christy? Me too. Me too. Right. So again, Brian Sullivan says FTX bankruptcy shows the company had 134 affiliates spread across the globe and may have liabilities of up to 50 billion. 50 billion. FTX may be worse than Enron. That's chaos. People kind of trust them blindly. Blah blah blah. Banks. They balance. They will have enough to pay their customers. Banks are different though. Banks, same story but different. Uh, if you have survived BTC crash from 69 to 17, Luna from to zero, you are an OG now. Well, sure. What does that mean though? Means you lost your monies? Okay. And to give to his friends, the funniest part is that his name is Bankman. Unbelievable. Or controlled. Yeah, FTX are now regulators. Okay, interesting. I'm just reading some of these tweets because and that's the video, of course. Is oh lords. Oh, you better be quiet, Mindy. Keep quiet. Keep quiet. CEO of well, there's a 28-year-old Harry Potter fan. That's a that's a person that stole the money. So, well, anyways, it means you're broke. It means you're jaded. Uh, I mean, again, I mean, you look at pictures like this, you're like, so this is the dude that scammed the monies? Who's he sitting with? Who's this dude sitting with here? Who are you sitting with? And so, what's going on here? Conspiracy theories. To use to avoid was not going to use crypto to avoid yeah, Gary was being invested really. There's so much going on, honestly. And then this picture is funny, but by 10 people who lived together, um, you did, Dustin. Okay, there you go. Look at him with his musty. Leave him alone, you know. A year ago, Peter Schiff. Oh, this dude hated Bitcoin, I think. A year ago, Bitcoin was at $69,000. One of the main reasons for the speculation rally was all the leverage that funded unprecedented crypto advertising and speculative buying. The FTX bankruptcy proves the entire rally was a fraud. It will never be repeated. Bitcoin mania is over. Bitcoin mania is over. What's going on, Gary? Yeah. Or not so, yeah, Dustin? Peter Schiff, this dude hated Bitcoin, right? Hated Bitcoin. I think people hated him so much because I think when he was like very vocal about not liking Bitcoin, Bitcoin was pumping. So people were like, poking the bear. Yeah. I mean, another guy mad at him by the dip. No, this dude is happy he never bought at all because Bitcoin is at the bridge now. Bitcoin mania is over, he says. Dips, dips. Oh lord, damn. La 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 la. Yeah, I think some of these again these some of these tweets are nice to look at. Well, wait, don't tell me these are all the people that work there. Really? These are all the people that work there? Man, some of these exchanges are run by kids, you know? Oh, by kids. Oh, Lord. Bankman. That's the squad. Is a Cloud Gold Maxi? Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing to bankrupt. uh, Bankman. Bankrupt. At the other, exactly, Gary. Regardless of the views, Rita got screwed here. Exactly, Gary. Exactly. 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 Hmm. I mean, like when I said like everybody ate like out of this, what's the expression here? Someone help me out. There's an expression, right? What's that expression? Everybody ate out of the everybody drank the Kool-Aid. I think everybody drank the Kool-Aid. I mean, look at the magazines that this dude is on. He's on all these shows with all the billionaires. He's on Forbes. He's on this. Yet nobody looks at the monies and say, "Ooh, what's going on here? You guys don't have monies, do you? Like you over leveraged? Nope." Change his name to us. Bankrupt fraud. Unbelievable. And that's another thing too, right? So again, speaking of bankruptcy, some of the investors in FTX, you have SoftBank, you have BlackRock, and then you have Ontario Teachers Pension Fund. That's a Canadian teachers pension fund. So these teachers are now gonna be Ontario Teachers Pension Fund. Took their monies and invested it into a into a scam. How would you know though? Um, right? So like now, like you have a whole bunch of people like, and and to me, like that's my biggest like frustration with like Binance and like their involvement, because a lot of people got screwed here, right? Like a lot of people lost monies. But I feel like for these guys, it was an ego thing. Like I want to be number one. No, I want to be number one. No, I want to be number one. Okay, you want to be number one? How about I just destroy you instead? Somebody ate somebody ate this. That's something completely different for everybody eat the seed. Gary. Something will be filtered out at this event. Yeah. Coinbase was another one. Question for you guys in the chat though. Just a random question, just a random thought. Um, what coin What coin do you think is next? What coin do you think, if another? What coin do you think is next to go to zero? Not zero, but you know what I mean, though, right? So many this year. I know, Stuart, right? What coin do you think is next? Like, what's next on the list here? Is it? I've also seen some pictures of like SEC like pushing some like it's a chart. It's a little image of like a whole bunch of dominoes, right? So you have Binance as number one, and then you have all these other like exchanges behind them, and the SEC is slowly pushing them forward, right? So crash them all. Binance is the last domino standing. So like, is Binance next? I don't know. I'm just speculating, just because I saw a picture. But anyways, let me know in the chat, if any, what coin is next for zero? What coin? Whether the company is not quite stable. Huh. Anyways, let me know. You're waiting for this question? Really, Dan? Dan says, "Oh, I was waiting for this question." Yeah, like who's next? Let's talk about this. I Coinbase has issues. KuCoin, I talked about KuCoin today. I was talking to someone and I said KuCoin, but uh, Solana maybe. I think Solana is in trouble too, especially since they're dumping all these coins, right? So, especially since they're dumping all these coins anyways. Um, uh, there you go. Yeah, let's talk about this for a little bit, right? So, let's just speculate. Who's next seems to have been transparent. Okay, there you go. Shiba Inu? No, Shiba Inu is. I mean, like we mean like Coinbase already has issues. Also, Coinbase is invested in FTT, aren't they? Right? So FTX or whatever. Uh, KuCoin. I don't know why that one stands to me. Solana is already in trouble. At risk as well, Gary. Interesting. Has I don't think is going anywhere. Trading company also. Yeah, I think maybe Coinbase. Yeah, interesting. OKX. OKX. Okay. So Bunny says KuCoin. KuCoin. Okay, so we have two for KuCoin. We have Solana's. Yeah, Solana's dumping all these coins, unstaking and dumping these coins. So obviously they're gonna struggle. All right, they're gonna struggle anyways. We also know some of these. some of the big monies has been dumping Solana. So um, hmm, interesting. OKX is an interesting one actually. Let me take a look at OKX here. OKX. Do they not like? Am I missing something here? Anyway, let me take a look at KuCoin. I think when I looked at these projects, I looked at them on like Coin Market Cap. So I might just need to go back on Coin Market Cap. Yeah, I will. I'll look at these things on Coin Market Cap. Yeah, Voyager. Yeah, Voyager's already at Voyager's already Dustin. You think it's gonna go down even more? Probably. Probably. Um, I mean, is anybody gonna buy out Voyager now? These other exchanges have their own things to deal with. So, like, might as well put the fire that's in your building out first before you go buy somebody else out, right? So Voyager's in trouble. Uh, Coinbase is kind of like had a bit of trouble, but maybe Solana troubles. And KuCoin doesn't have any problems, do they? Right? They don't have any problems. But then again, like any signs of like trouble, any hints at all, and hashtag bridge life, bridge life is what will happen. So yeah, again, if you think of anything else, let us know in the chat. I wanted to. I don't know why I'm interested in this. Like, who's next? Who is next? I want to know. If BBIG got involved with Mossy says I wouldn't be surprised if BBIG got involved with FTX. I would not be surprised either. Anyways, what else can we look at here though on Twitter before we move on? Uh, I'm sorry to those that lost their personal savings. Maybe not sad for Kevin or Louis, but I find this scandal fascinating. Fascinating, fascinating. And FTX too. If something emerges, then yeah. Crow is already going to zero though. Crow is already crashing. Crow is already going down. Coinbase, yeah. Gary, yeah. Huh, interesting. What else here? What else can we look at? Pegman gets fried. Everyone has an opinion. I think these pictures are so funny. FTX, FTT, and Binance. Iceberg. I feel like Binance was the iceberg for crypto, but this video is everywhere now, isn't it? It's everywhere because it's funny and it's true. Like, it's everywhere and it's true. Oh Lord, people are pretty Warren Buffett, and then we defrauded the last 1 billion of our users' deposits. Warren Buffett and told them it was a hack. I mean, Warren Buffett said if you give me Bitcoin for what was the number? He said something interesting. Warren Buffett doesn't like crypto. He said something about if he gave me Bitcoin for like $3, I would not take it or something. This was when Bitcoin looked okay, right? So a competitor is trying to go after us with false rumors. FTX is fine. Assets are fine. Details. Why do I feel like problem is Sebra that I trust and was the most recommended. These folks had a lot of money in there. To me, that was an indication. Yeah, for now, for now, Hugh. Yeah, exactly. FTX was 3 months ago. Oh yeah. I mean, if we asked this question 3 months ago, like, oh, like, what's the top? What are the top three exchanges, right? Binance, FTX competing for number one spot. Maybe that kind of fueled like Binance coming up with that story. But a few months ago, like these two are number one. Number one. Binance, FTX. You know? Yeah. No, but again, yeah, like people that you trust, right? Absolutely. And yeah, KuCoin has never like had any issues or like any hints of like having issues. But then again, FTX never really Also, you know what's interesting is like KuCoin isn't really like flashy though, are they? Right? So KuCoin isn't flashy. I feel like these flashy ones are having issues now. Crypto.com advertising, FTX advertising, they're all having issues now. So maybe in that sense, KuCoin might just be okay, right? Binance was advertising too, though, right? Not Binance. Coinbase was advertising. So are they next? Are they next? Take over the game and had no monies exactly. Like honestly, Stuart, I that's what I don't get. Like initially when I heard this whole story, my question was, are you kidding me? Like you wanted to be a part of Twitter, you wanted to buy Twitter with Elon Musk, and you had no money. You wanted to buy Voyager and you had no money. Like to me, that's just like ego, so much ego, um, and like just lack of like I don't know when they put the name on a stadium. Yeah. Yeah, these guys put the name on a stadium, on Manchester United jersey, on a simple life, and I gives money to charity. When you think greedy people, yeah, who might it was clever stuff. Yeah, I mean this dude was giving monies to charity, and like very simple. You like invest in with client money. That's what I want to know. They gave it to politics, Musty. Gave it to politics. uh, what an absolute scam. Anyways, yeah, we'll see how this whole thing unfolds. Yeah, the story is far from over, right? Far from over, and strippers. A lot of apparently they let you trust and the others you don't. Hugh, there you go. Yeah, Hugh. Wow. Do you have a yeah? No, again, like yeah, look, like KuCoin is never KuCoin has always been like one of those more reliable ones, but yeah, they've always been really reliable. And like throughout this whole experience, we've had we've had some of these exchanges like take off coins to bring them mad. Like just like really fishy things. And like I've never really like seen anything like that with KuCoin, so that's a good thing, right? We got a few more months of coming. I think so too, Dan. I think we have months of rubbish coming. We have months of rubbish coming. That's what's gonna happen here, right? So, anyways, again, let me know if you have any questions, guys. We'll hang out for like 30 more minutes and just keep talking about this because it's we're speculating because we don't have all the data. We're just looking at Twitter and we're looking at what's happening and whatnot. We don't have the facts, but we're just just hanging out and speculating and talking about what we could do going forward. So again, I think we need regulations. I think we need something needs to happen because investor confidence sentiment, whatever you want to call it, has been ruined. Right, something needs to happen that makes people feel confident again. Something needs to happen before we can even think about going on like on a bull rally. Right, something needs to happen. Right, so whether that's regulation, which I think that should happen anyways. People are not going to feel safe putting their monies in if they're not protected, right? So something needs to happen. um, that doesn't mean we can't go on Dogecoin bull rallies or Shiba bull rallies, stuff like that, right? If there's a catalyst, we can still go, but like the entire space will still be under question. People will make gains and lock their monies in quicker, right? You're gonna have more pump and dumps. So you know, like if I'm gonna make gains in like Shiba or like Doge, but then that money's on FTX and I can't get it out anyways. What's the point, right? So it's gonna be a weird, right? So, anyways, we've talked about a few examples. You can buy these coins, right? You can if you're interested, right? So if you're playing with some of these coins, you can buy them and you can move them to like a wallet or something, right? If that's what you want to do, right? You can buy them, move them to a wallet and whatnot, and then go from there. Again, we talked about a few wallets. Binance tweeted earlier today that Trust Wallet was the way to go, and then the damn coin exploded. So that's fun. Market could pump. Yeah, exactly. Right. Like the monies will be made somewhere, whether that's in the stock market or the rubbish coins. Something will always pump. People will take these monies. These monies are not just gonna sit on the side and say, you know what, go into my bank account. No, like something will pump. Like what crypto is not like, it's not like, oh my goodness, crypto is all of a sudden done, done, done. No, like things will still happen. You know. Do you think if I start regulating crypto, it will regulate the stock market more, problems and all? No, I don't think so. I think the markets is fine. Like the markets are fine, that right. So like crypto regulations won't affect the stock market. Not in the way that you think it is. Like the markets have been regulated and they've been around for a long time, right? For a long, long time. Um, like crypto's not gonna all of a sudden like come in and say, "Ooh, I want to disrupt the stock market." That's not gonna happen. Flats max is a Bitcoin 100K yearly close. Get up the crack and go drink some water, please. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just joking. But no, I'm not joking. Bitcoin 100K end of the year. I don't know. If I would say absolutely not. I would say absolutely not. But I don't want to be like, I'm never gonna say like never say never. But yeah. uh, yeah. No, none of that. None of that stuff you're smoking, please. Uh, go do something else. No, no, no more. Anyways, even our chapel went down because they made too much noise. Flat Smacks, you laugh now, but we would be doing the thrust. Watch and see. I would love to do the thrust. Like, what's your reason? Okay, maybe that's a better question for you, right? So you say Bitcoin is going to be at 100K, right? I would love to see a rally. Like, I will be number one to thrust when I see a rally because I want to see a pump. I always want to see things going up. I want to see people making monies, right? But like, what's your reason for saying like that Bitcoin is going to be at 100K even though like stuff like this is happening? Like, what's your reason? Don't tell me your answer is trust me, bro. Your answer better not be trust me, bro. La la la. Oh Lord, here we go. Where are these pictures coming from? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Our concern about how trade and store will change. Unfortunately, all will learn, and this isn't the stock exchange. I need to realize. Yeah, ignore exactly, Gary. Exactly. Look at that dude's face. Look at it. Look at his face. He knew. Yeah. He look at his eyes. He's like, yeah. Could that cause a massive rally? Banks loading up could cause a massive rally. Yeah. Hmm. Anyways, and now there are all these pictures of all these people. I'm just looking through Twitter here really quickly. Tom Brady and Giselle put $650 million dollar fortune into maximizing their stake in FTX. Tom Brady and Giselle put $650 million into big monies, big monies, big monies, big monies. He looks like yeah. Oh, no worries. Won't load up on a risk, not in the coin. I don't think banks. I like Musty. Honestly, I don't know if these banks will load up. They have more information than we do, anyways, Musty. So maybe right, they have more information than we do, but uh, yeah, I don't know. 1% of assets in crypto. Will they own this market? That's the question. I don't know. Nothing to see here. Who is this? Is that like the airplane tracker or something? Yeah. Sam has left the building. Sam has left the building. It's fled to Argentina. Yeah, that's the tracker, isn't it? Right? Showtime. Yeah. Never trust a man without a beard. You have a beard? Okay, I kind of do. You trust me, Thor? You do? Okay, good. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, yeah, that's the airplane tracker. I don't know how much we can trust this, and this is why I keep saying like, sure, it's one thing to look at all this information and say, you know what, I trust this, I trust this. But I think the most important thing is honestly just managing your position and asking yourself, am I holding things that I believe in? And can I have it in a wallet, right? Can I have it on an exchange that's not a problem, right? So, or something else. Because I mean, there's so much speculation on Twitter. We don't know what's true and what's not true. I think the flight was disproved. Okay, there you go. Yeah, like I don't know if this is trusted. I don't know, right? So I don't want to talk about a whole lot of this stuff because I really don't know. Let's watch this little video here too. Breaking Sam arrived in Argentina. Really? He arrived in Argentina? Speaking of airplanes, let's watch this video really quickly here. Let's watch this video here, and then we'll come back and watch another video. Right? Oh, not this video. Yeah. 2 weeks ago, a big dump was coming. Veronica. Yeah. Uh, yeah. That's what he looks like. Interesting. That's really interesting. Sam has arrived in Argentina. Could I make an exchange? Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Anyways, there's a video here that I want to listen to.
Investment, probably not the last time, but luckily I make more good ones than bad ones. And I learned from I'm a shareholder in the international. That's a zero. It's not the first time I've made a bad investment, probably not the last time, but luckily I make more good ones than bad ones. And I learn from my mistakes. What's going to happen now is there won't be another situation like this for institutional investors ever again. We're simply not going to put capital to work until this stuff gets regulated. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to fly to Washington and I want regulation. I'm a shareholder in the international. That's a zero. It's not the first time I've made a bad investment. Probably not the
Look at that, right? We're talking about this. What's gonna happen now is we will not put any monies in here. I mean, he's red. He's red Showtime. What's gonna happen is I will not put any monies in here until it's regulated. No more monies. Uh, no monies at all until it's regulated. I mean, that's the same thing we've been saying here. Like, I don't feel comfortable putting any monies in there if it's like if these guys are gonna mismanage it like that, right? Absolutely not. If we're saying this and they're saying this, well, guess what? These banks are also saying it, right? Not your keys, not your coins. Not your keys, not your coins. He's like, nope. I mean, he does make more. He let me watch the end of the. Let's watch this video again here, right? So, uh,
I'm a shareholder in the international. That's a zero. It's not the first time I've made a bad investment, probably not the last time, but luckily I make more good ones than bad ones. And I learn from my mistakes. What's going to happen now is there won't be another situation like this for institutional investors ever again. We're simply not going to put capital to work until this stuff gets regulated. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to fly to Washington and I want regulation. I'm a shareholder in the international.
yep. I want regulations. He's flying to Washington. He's like, yep, you guys better fix this. You better fix this, because yeah, there you go. You know, there you go. There you go. Blah blah blah. There you go. He's going to streak at the capital. There you go. Anyways, yeah. I mean, we've talked about this again. Crypto is not like We need regulations. People will just not feel comfortable anymore. Like I don't feel comfortable. I'm not gonna be buying anything until like something major happens, right? Um, you know. So, anyways, anyways, all the millionaires are pissed now. Oh, like people lost big monies in here, right? People lost big monies in here. I mean, like you look at Tom Brady. You think like you look at Kevin O'Leary. You look at the people like that. Sam was sitting with. Right? People have lost some big monies in this. So like, forget market is also shaky and risky. No, exactly, Gary. Exactly. But to this extent, I mean, like it's this is so different though, Gary. This is just like like just the lack of like like it's shaky. It's shaky because like the economy, there's a inflation, economy, war, blah, this, that, right? There's so many things that will lead up to that. Whereas this is just some random dude and his girlfriend or whoever this person is causing chaos in the whole market, right? Like like I would prefer for it to be regulated and like have like bigger issues cause a collapse rather than like some dude like go spend monies and then cause chaos. So it's like it's completely different, right? So if we have a war, yeah, the markets will crash. That's fine. If inflation keeps going up, the markets will crash, right? But then crypto, that's so different. That's so different. Someone can go spend monies and like yeah, they don't get they don't get they don't really care about us. Anyways, yeah, 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 yeah. No, it's very, very sad. Has there been in a bit of a on a bit of a pump? Oh, let me take a look at crypto.com here. It's pumping. Maybe that's setting up for a nice short then. Uh, so that was 13 hours ago. The e-transfers that generated so much fun and speculation on Twitter today were made several weeks ago on October the 21st to crypto.com's whitelisted corporate account at Gate.io. Actually, again, I still think that's silly. I still think that's silly though. Like, why it would be sent to the wrong one? And maybe that's a little bit of a. But if that was their account anyways and it was returned, okay, cool, fine. Uh, the 21 hours, no new tweets here for that. No new tweets. So we're voting yes that Coinbase is next. Coinbase and Solana, those are the two ones. Those are next. Again, I will ask this question one more time in the chat, right? Just answer. Even if you've answered before, please and thank you. Just answer, right? Um, what project do you think is what project coin? What do you think is next to go to the bridge? Zero. I told you why. No, you did, Stuart. I believe they're so crushing short sellers. I mean, it's all Stuart's fault. As soon as Stuart joined the party and Hugh joined the party, or Gary, Stuart was the catalyst. So yeah, let me know in the chat. So Voyager, yeah, no wait, Voyager. Okay, sounds good. Coinbase, Solana, interesting, right? So um, Gary's also mentioned how like again Coinbase has investments in FTX and also kind of involved with the SEC. So Coinbase, interesting, isn't it? Yeah, Voyager is already done, right? So Voyager is already struggling. Crow is already struggling. I'm like again some of these projects that are not struggling yet, right? So the perfect storm is shaping up crypto tech layoff, inflation, high interest rates, etc. Yeah, exactly. Showtime. Yeah. So Voyager. Yeah, Voyager already saw the bridge. So I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Interesting. Very interesting. Solana then? Solana. Solana's next. Let me take a look at Solana here really quickly. So Solana. $13. My goodness, damn. I mean, this one's also already selling off here, right? So that thing just crashed the last few days here from $35 all the way to the bottom. See at $13. Wow, $13. PooCoin or KuCoin is next. Yeah, I don't know why KuCoin is on the list, but I feel like KuCoin and ETH are ones that are not mentioned. KuCoin and ETH for me are like two projects that are like don't have any problems. But then I'm looking at I'm looking at the side like, are you still okay? KuCoin, are you okay? ETH, are you okay? Like, they don't have any problems, like zero problems. Well, we are looking on the side like, are you guys still standing? Okay, let's see. Uh, yeah, notice anyone's that has not that will be next. What is everyone's favorite that has not crashed yet? KuCoin, Hugh. That's why I keep looking at KuCoin. Everyone's favorite that hasn't crashed. You should ask which exchange is next. Yeah. Rate of our coins are wide. We are and pancakes are shorting opportunity. Yeah. Unis and Uni and pancake swap. Yeah. Not a yeah. There you go. La 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 la. So we need la 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 la. I mean, so KuCoin is one of the favorite, like one of the best exchanges when it comes to like some of these altcoins, isn't it? Especially these newer ones. So, Hugh, are you getting nervous yet? No. Hugh says I trust my sources, and KuCoin is okay. Reason I is because believed in it. He believed in Solana. Okay. Matic is next. Eh, Matic can kindly suck it. Yeah. Nah. Solana? Yeah, Solana's really struggled here. Right, so yeah, really struggled there. Matic isn't going anywhere. No, a lot like the technology for a lot of these coins isn't going anywhere. That's why like for me, I keep hesitating to like I'm a little bit hesitant when I talk about crypto struggling for a long. Like just Bitcoin versus these other coins because I know like the tech itself isn't going anywhere, but how does that like translate to the market still? Still, I'm still holding Shiba for kicks. Okay, sounds good. Short time. Let's go. Sounds like you got beef with Matic. Yeah, I have beef with Matic. I have beef. I have beef with Matic. Matic is the one coin that I always have beef with. Always. When I need it to go up, it goes down. When I need it to go down, it goes up. Yeah, beef. There's a lot of beef there. Stick around. Yeah, Stewart. Scary, isn't it? Scary. Because you can wake up one of these nights and like they leave and Solana is at $2. Scary business. Even that does not mean I will yeah. uh yeah, mentioned earlier in the crypto channel, I reduced my balance significantly the amount the moment you saw smoke. Exactly, Hugh. Exactly. There you go. So the coins in question here, we have well, Solana is in question, Coinbase in question. What else is in question here? There are a few more in question. I hate people who I hate people lose money in money, and we have yeah. It's just a really sad situation. Honestly, as much as we talk about this and like we laugh, we make jokes. This stuff is not even funny. Like people have lost a lot of monies. Like people lose a lot of monies, and it's just really sad. Like and what can you do though? Honestly, what can you do? Hundreds is never in question, really. Never in question. There you go. Oh, you mean the coin? The hundreds coin in question? Well, that coin is not in question. I believe NFTs will be around, just not once. Yeah, NFTs will always be around. maybe not the way we want them to be. Like we can make monies off them, but yeah, that opportunity will be there. But like in terms of like art and whatnot, NFTs will people are still going to use NFTs. To like go to games or something, tickets, NFTs, arts, right? That stuff is always going to be around. Maybe just not monetized the way we would like it to, but almost dead by the way. Could ADA is almost dead. Yeah, there are a lot of coins that are almost dead. We're never a thing. I always felt they were a scam. Yeah, well, I feel like NFTs themselves are not a scam, but it's just a way like people get excited about stuff and like overhype stuff, or like I mean, like we all do that, right? So, or like just get excited, or like put too much value on like. There's always going to be like too much value on things that are brand new, though, right? You think about anything that's brand new, and people look at this as the future. There always will be like more value put on that, and then over time it will digress and find its true value. Yeah. So no, Mindy, like if you're going to a football game, for example, and they're only selling these tickets as NFTs, or like it just comes onto your phone, right? Yeah, skins, yeah, skins, gaming, yeah, gaming, yeah, right. So these things will always be around, and we will use NFTs, right? Kenneth says, "What do you think about XRP?" There was a little article earlier today. I don't know if I can. Yeah, yeah. No, there was an article about an XRP today. Something about them losing a part of the case to the SEC, but yeah, ADA is at what, 33 cents. Found a really Bill. I feel like that's such a scam though. I feel like that's, yeah. You remember that guy? Um, remember the yeah, Crow's bouncing here nicely. Wow, that's a solid rally for Crow there, isn't it? Why is he bouncing? Maybe it's because yeah. There was a guy. So there was this like that media coin it is Dustin. Okay, interesting, interesting. So those so back in the day when I don't know what the name is, you guys know what I'm talking about probably. But there was a Canadian exchange that you could buy Bitcoin on. This was like one of the first exchanges in Canada, right? And like these guys were like making so much monies and blah 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 blah. And then all of a sudden like you couldn't pull your money back out, and then the dude disappeared to another country. Apparently he went on vacation, and then like they said he was dead or something. Yeah, 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 Gary. That's what it is, isn't it? Is that what it is? Huh. And yeah, Crypto General Gary. Musty. FT received crypto.com and likely fell victim. Okay, great. Nah, deception. Nah, why not make some decent money from a users? Okay, sounds good. Other coins and exchange now withdrew back to the wallet. Probably FTX for nah. Okay, that's a reply, Musty. Okay, thank you. Interesting. Only had decent out about liquidity on FTX. Hmm. Yeah, this whole thing is don't talk about crypto, please. These people lose money. Hearing that, we have to talk about crypto. You can't just lose monies and like say, you know what, I'm gonna put my, you have to talk about it, like because this is not over, right? If you can avoid more losses, yeah, that's beautiful. That's fine, right? So nobody talks about anymore. No one cares about ADA. They promise many changes in their projects, but no action. Yeah, you think it's dead, ADA? Yeah, coins on their platform are tricky. Yeah, yeah. Uh, huh. Interesting. Solana, yeah. So Dustin says the coin that went from $5 to $85, from $5 to $85 was a Solana coin. And then Dustin says, "Are they transferring money through other coins on the platform?" Huh, huh. Interesting. Interesting. Interesting, right? Scams everywhere. And all by design. Yeah, dropping like a dead cat. uh, yeah, interesting. Solana, Solana. Yeah, these exchanges are gonna find like all the ways to like, ayo, break. I hope all is well. Do you think Solana will see more lows? I want to. This is Solana, by the way, break, and I really want to say. I want to say yes. I want to say yes. I want to say yes because I think this story is just getting started, and for me to feel comfortable with any of these coins, something else needs to happen in the form of like regulation or something. We buy Monday at 9:30. Herinda, everything you need to buy is in Discord. So come join us in Discord if you need to know. Everything that from Mondays was posted in Discord. So come join us in Discord, Herinda. So if you want to become a member and join us in Discord, here's the membership link. So come join us in Discord. We talked about Monday already in Discord. La, 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 la. Dad, congrats. Buy or stay away from Crow. Tariq says buy or stay away from Crow. And you guys can answer this question as well in the chat. But I just feel like I will stay away from everything. Unless your dollar cost averaging into the big names and you feel comfortable and your dollar cost averaging and you're and I'm having a hard time answering this question because I'm trying to give you like what I'm doing, but that maybe that's not the right answer, right? Again, like for me, staying away from everything until we get regulations or something else, right? But maybe for you, like maybe for other people, again, like dollar cost averaging and slowly getting into some of these projects on discounts might be the way for you to go, right? But for me though, yeah, yeah, we need XRP to that's not gonna happen now, is it? Not in this market. XRP needs to yeah, no, like stuff needs to happen. If you're going to buy and watch the chart every minute of the day, stay away from it. Musty, yeah. Haven't seen anyone here say their money is stuck in FTX. Just yeah, I know, Gary. I don't think FTX was an exchange that people really Gary. And like to me, like it wasn't about like just FTX crashing. It's more so about like the roller coaster effect of like what that caused, right? So I don't think a lot of people like that we know use it. Most people use Binance, Crypto.com, KuCoin, right? Um, Yeah, XRP court case. Yeah. So XRP could be like, we need something and maybe that could be XRP. Maybe we get to a point where like, XRP, like everything sells off really nicely and then boom, XRP happens, XRP explodes, right? How sweet would that be, right? Is it true FTX was a Ukraine money laundering? I don't know. By me GME, I don't know. That's more speculation. None of that is proven. I just play on the TV. I just play on the TV. Showtime, yeah. Yeah. XRP. Oh, the death blow, depending on the ruling, exactly, right? XRP could be very good or like the end. Not the end, but like another potential disastrous like situation, What's XRP at anyways? XRP is currently at 34 cents. I mean, XRP is actually sitting at support here, isn't it? Right. So before we had that nice rally, XRP is kind of sitting at support here, right? Sitting at support. Not surprised nobody said yeah, Gary, yeah. Huh. Only real one next couple of weeks, yeah. XRP. Very interesting for sure. Well, the FT YouTuber who took a ad from a get sued for why would you? No, I don't think so. By me GME, right? So no, I don't think so. Why would you do that? Nope. Why? Why would that happen? Right? So na 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 na. Yeah. Huh. Interesting. Now when now I'm thinking like when do I buy the dips to XRP? But anyways, stay strong. Stay strong. No dip buying. Stay strong. No dip buying. But XRP though, XRP is sitting at a nice spot, isn't it? But again, yeah, he does Showtime. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Question for you guys in the chat though, right? Again, so markets dipping. If I think the answer to this question would be Bitcoin quite a bit. I think we're going to see a lot of BTC. Is there anything you guys are considering buying with the market dipping here? Anything you're looking at buying at all? Is it Bitcoin? Is it anything at all? Let me know in the chats. Anything at all? Oh, XRP is going to be fun. Hopefully up. Hopefully we can wake up one morning and find out that like the ruling has been it's gone the way we want. And then XRP is pushing for $1, $1.50, and more. So I'm not gonna put out those numbers, but waiting for a lot more downside. Yeah, shout out Gary. Yeah, a $5 hot and ready. Are you at hot and ready? $5 hot and ready. That's one head of a Bart. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah, like right up there, 52 cents. Yeah, it really is, isn't it? Yeah. So 52 cents. Mindy, go buy some XRP here. Buy some XRP, sitting at some nice support. No, I'm just joking. You have a lot of XRP already, anyway. So yeah, yeah, yeah. One hell of a Bart. Bart Simpson. XRP. Let me take a look at BTC because I don't think I have, and I really don't want to because I think this is bigger than like just looking at charts now. I mean, Bitcoin is sitting at $60,360 here, right? This is more than just this is more than charts now. This is more than technicals now. This is technicals don't matter here, do they? I mean, like you look at that XRP chart, it's clearly sitting at support, and that's fine. But there's so much more going on here that could like ruin everything. So I don't want to look at Bitcoin and say, oh, this is the next level to watch next. This is that. No, because like there's just so much more. Why do you think Yellen using FTX crash was an excuse to regulate? I mean, by GME, there's a lot of speculation going on there. Again, this could be seen as someone's pushed this forward so they could crash the crypto market and then do regulations, or this is someone trying to expose the Democrats because they got a lot of monies from this dude, or this is Binance trying to become number one. Right? There's so many stories behind this. Do we have any proof of anything? We do not. In 6 hours, some customer, yeah, I bet you they're ignoring everybody, Stuart, because they're trying to do something. Yeah, technicals are out the window. Like technicals really don't matter at this point. Mining stocks will by FTX scandal and in your opinion, break. I would like you mean the stocks like Riot and Mara. I would like break honestly again. There's reaction and then there's news, right? I think reaction is way better than news sometimes, most of the time, for me at least, in the short term, right? So I would wait and see what the reaction to this news is tomorrow. And if it's affecting them, okay, cool. Make your decision and say, you know what, maybe this is not it. If it's not affecting it, okay, while crypto is going down, these mining stocks are holding, and then you can say, and then go from there, right? So news versus reaction is what I would look at. Compared to FTX, get it? The bridge, its power and at play. Dustin, yeah, that's it. We had war and buying SPY at 380 because it's support. Yeah, exactly, Mindy. Right? There's no support here. What's new? Chaos is what's new, Lewis. Chaos, right? So chaos, chaos. Wow, wow, wow. Unbelievable. Anyways, what else? What else would you guys like to look at here? What else? Anything else? So we've looked at Michael Saylor, right? Michael Saylor thinks Bitcoin is number one. Bitcoin, Michael Saylor is all in on Bitcoin. Michael Saylor thinks this is the only thing you should be buying, right? So what else here? Starting to feel like a Bitcoin veteran, he says, right? So Bitcoin is the asset, he says. If it's not money, Bitcoin. If it has counterparty risk, it's not money, right? So elect Bitcoin, he says, right? Elect Bitcoin. He says around the world, banks are failing and currencies are collapsing. Bitcoin offers hope to people that would otherwise have no escape from economic misery. Isn't the first place to see? Okay, sounds good, right? So again, Bitcoin is for all mankind, he says, right? So is now less volatile than the S&P and Nasdaq, he says, right? So November Bitcoin. Okay, sounds good. Bitcoin is so he thinks like Bitcoin is the end all and be all and whatnot, right? He says Bitcoin is different. Bitcoin is different. I mean, this dude has all the monies in there, right? Billions and billions of dollars, right? So so he's all in on Bitcoin. He believes there's nothing else. You should not do anything else, right? So yeah, Bitcoin is truth, he says. Bitcoin is now dominance. Now the dominant global monetary network, he says. So uh, Bitcoin is ethical. That dude just spams. He just spams. There he is, right? So he just spams with like one word. You know. So do we agree with him? I think we mostly do. That Bitcoin is going to be here. The question is from where though, and that gives us a reason to believe him on a Michael Saylor predicted the. No, I'm just saying again. No, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not saying believe, right? But just just looking, just looking, just reading the news. You know, I'm just reading the news. Just reading. Anyways, he's going to get liquidated below 15K. What's Stuart? What's the latest filing? 130,000 bitcoins is what they have, billions and billions of dollars. But what's the liquidation price, by the way? What's the liquidation price? What's do you know, Stuart? I know you. Maybe Gary knows because I know those. I know they have those that must be mentioned, but I think there are also some leverage positions though with like a liquidation price. I thought there was. Maybe I'm wrong. I know the whole thing, but then they also have a. I want to know that what that man's liquidation price. Yeah, what's that liquidation price? Let us know in the chat. Because that might be the reason for the tweet. He's spamming. It's like, oh my god, what can I do? Not pay for what he makes, mate. And then he let me know in the chat if you do know. And then yeah. So that's Bitcoin, by the way. Bitcoin is just stable. It was rumored to be around 21, but clearly nonsense. Yeah, exactly. So that's clearly nonsense. Around $21,000. So what is it at now? I'm sure it's or something. Gary says I'm sure it's at 12,000, 14,500. Oh Lord, that's close, isn't it? My goodness, that's close. That's so close. I'm sure. Try to save it. So it's 14.5 liquidation price. Damn. Well, he better pray that that nothing else comes out of this, because he's gonna be taken to the bridge. Is over $30,000. Okay, $30,000. He's close. If this thing breaks below 16 again, oh Lord. uh, oh Lord. Spam, spam, spam. Anyways, anyways, anyways. Well, if that dude gets liquidated, then we're going to single digits. That's what we're going to. It making me no profit then. Right. So, um, yeah. And then you look at the other side of this story though, which I don't know if I see it. You look at the other side of the story, and usually when you have like so much negative news out there like this is usually the time to buy. Maybe he's averaging down. I think he is. He's averaging down, right? Usually when there's so much negative news like this, but I think this is different though, isn't it? MicroStrategy says unnecessary, even if the bugs margin call rumor says like Bitcoin like unnecessary, even if it falls below 3,500. Okay, interesting. Yeah, right. So average down to to 29K. Right. So usually when there's so much negative news out there, that can present some a really nice opportunity. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And the only place I would look at, like if I wanted to like remotely go along on anything, Bitcoin would be the only thing I look at. Everything else will be just watch. But so like Bitcoin would be the potential long, and then everything else like Solana, Coinbase, KuCoin, so it would be shorts, shorts. I don't know. I don't know. Uh, any final thoughts, guys, in the chat? Any final thoughts? Let me know in the chats, and then we can hop off and hang out in Discord and whatnot, and go from there. Right. So yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking. Final thoughts. What you think about crypto? Where you think we're going to? Right. Do you think we're going to keep crashing? Do you think we need regulations? Do you think Bitcoin is going to $12,000, $14,000? Do you think we're going to bounce? Let me know what your final thoughts are, and then we can go from there. Let me pull up let me pull up this little thing here. Uh, Little thing. Crypto will bounce back on Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. Revisiting MicroStrategy's points as Bitcoin tumbles this week. Okay, this was November the 10th. Okay, perfect. Questions of whether Michael Saylor will at some point be forced to sell Bitcoin or his company's vast holdings. Um, Thursday in a week of crypto FTX, blah 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 blah. I just want to see where it says, while acknowledging it's been a roller coaster, the famed Bitcoin bull said Bitcoin is 33% higher than when it first began in 2020. The my stock is no, 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 no. Okay, sounds good. Our shareholders are winning, he says. We are going to stick with that strategy because it's working for us, he says. Of course, MicroStrategy made many sizable subsequent purchases of Bitcoin, some back with large amounts of debt, $30,000. It holds more than 129,000 coins with an average of $30,000. Right. So with Bitcoin around $17,000, questions are again rising as to whether MicroStrategy might have to be forced to sell, despite his continuous bullishness. He said, okay. So, loan and needs 400 collateral. He wrote, okay, 2 billion. Blah blah blah. He says, this is a quote from the dude, right? He says, right, so MicroStrategy has a 205 million term loan and needs to maintain 410 millions in collateral. He noted the company had more than 115 on convert Bitcoin, then worth $3 billion, and today roughly 2 billion. With each, it could be again. He acknowledged that should the price fall below $3,562, the company would run out of Bitcoin to use as collateral. But even then, could post other assets. Okay, right. So his margin call zone. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we haven't seen anything though, mini. Like we're below 21, and we haven't seen anything. So I wonder if they put up some more collateral maybe. Something greater than all of us actually buying into la. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, there you go. So here's that 21 area here. Uh, or below could serve as trigger point for. Okay, so but then Michael Saylor quickly clarified the remarks on Twitter again to clarify. Uh, okay, cool. So there you go. So again, that $21,000 area that the CFO mentioned, Michael Saylor like quickly clarified that even below $3,000, they could put up some other assets. Is what they're saying. I don't know. I don't know. We are excited buy crypto deserve to lose. You guys who buy crypto, buy any crypto deserve to lose. Why do you say that? Why do you think people that buy crypto deserve to lose? Why does that make any sense? Go to normal stocks and buy cosms. Thank you very much. Uh, yeah, go to yeah to 3K, Mindy. Yeah, virus. Ayo, happy birthday, virus. Give me the blood, please, and thank you. Happy birthday, virus. We will celebrate again tomorrow. Happy birthday. Hopefully, enjoying it. Get a smoothie, please, and some cookies on me. Let's go. Hopefully, enjoying the birthday, virus. Could drop to 14K, but if more exchanges fall, then it's realistic. But then I said 17.5 was the bottom before this mess. I know it's Gary, right? We did hold that 17.5 and rallied, but then the chaos just kept happening, right? We bounced off 17.5 beautifully, right? And it looked like, okay, that was going to be the bottom, right? Absolutely beautiful. But then again, disaster from all these idiots. and Rich, how much have you invested in FTX? Zero. Oh, yeah, we don't. I don't know if we have FTX in Canada, but sure they do. But or like, well, I guess the coin, right? FTT. But I never got into that. It was always too expensive. I think. And I got puts. Musty has calls and you have puts. Musty wants green and you want. Yeah, enjoy your social. Is that you, Justin? Justin, is that you? Oh my goodness, Justin. Let's go. Blackwoods? Is that you? No, 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 no. Just listen for someone else now. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, again, like Gary mentioned at the bottom there, right? Price prediction. If negative news keeps coming out, right? Yes, we will keep going lower. You know, there you go, Gary. Right. So yeah, and if we keep getting negative news, yeah, lower and lower and lower and lower. Again, don't forget to smash the like, guys, if you haven't already. Smash the like, hit that subscribe if you're new. And if you want to become a member and join us in Discord, you know what to do. Come join us. Ooh, that's not what I wanted, actually. $5, hot and ready. Let me see here. Perfect. Another Discord. If for you, that's it. Okay. Let me see here. This article here. We've talked about a lot of really good articles here, so thank you very much for sharing all this stuff. Really appreciate it. Whoever Justin is, that's not me. Blackwood? Okay, sounds good. Because, yeah, we know Justin Blackwood. But Rich Dad Poor Dad will be excited when Bitcoin falls to this price level. In the will be excited. Okay, cool. So Rich Dad Poor Dad will be excited when Bitcoin falls to this. What level is this, please, and thank you. So there's a tweet here, right? He says, "Bitcoin worried? No." He says, "No, I'm not worried about Bitcoin. I am a Bitcoin investor, as I am an investor in physical gold, silver, and real estate. I am not a trader or a flipper. When Bitcoin hits new bottom, $10,000 to $12,000, I will get excited, not worried. I bet against the Fed, Treasury, Biden, and bet on GS and Bitcoin. Gold, silver, and Bitcoin. He says, right? I bet against the Fed, Biden, and Treasury, and bet for gold, silver, and Bitcoin. So he says, when Bitcoin falls to $12 or $10,000, I will be excited. I don't know. How do you see any positives resurfacing from this anytime soon? They're digging and only uncovered a portion of the skeletons. Unfortunately, this could linger for a while. I think so too, Hume. I think we're just getting started here. We are just getting started. Taurus, ayo. FTX in trouble, Ken, and all the troubles you could think of. Right. So, yeah, Bitcoin is selling off here, by the way. Right. Sure, we'll hit new lows at some point here today. But it, for the day, right? So interesting. I'm sure there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people waiting for that $12,000. I feel like 12,000 seems like a new title for his next $1 billion book deal. Yeah, yeah. Can we form into FTX? Ken? Uh, no, don't do it unless you want to. That's up to you though. But I'm not touching FTX. Ken? No thanks. I mean, Ken? Yeah. Unless you know the story and you're still okay with the story, but not interested. I'm digging and helping find the bodies. I hope you. I hope. I hope. Gold cookie equals Bitcoin. Golden cookie. There you go. Bitcoin for spy for 375. Again, yeah. Let me know where I would you would get two. You would buy two Bitcoins for $12,000. Question for you guys in the chat: since we're talking about Bitcoin hitting $12,000, what level would Bitcoin have to hit for you to feel comfortable buying? Like, what number is that number? What number is that? Is it 12? Is it 10? Is it 3? Like, what number do you feel comfortable buying Bitcoin at? Anything new about Luna Classic, Tariq? No, nothing new. Let me dream. It's the birthday boy. It's virus. And what's $800? My goodness, $800. $800. I'm still on the silence on that one. Yeah, I would go to at 200. Ken, wow, my goodness. What numbers would you guys feel comfortable buying Bitcoin at? Is it zero? La, la. Yeah, that's a la 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 has a yeah. That's the so that was posted in Discord there. Bill posted in Discord. Rumors going around that FTX Sam Bank Rupt has been found dead at the Rosewood. I don't know. Just a Twitter thing. I don't think it's true though. Stuart says 14. I'd be happy with $14,000. Torres says I'd be happy with 10. I'll throw up my savings accounts on it. Okay, sounds good. Yeah. I bet you one of these nights crypto will dip and we will all be sleeping and wake up and find out that Bitcoin like dipped all the way to $8,000, 9,000, 10, 12, whatever the number is, and then rebounded. Give it away. I'm happy for Happy Meals. Happy Meals. Then you don't want it, Mindy. La, 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 la. Then you don't want it if they're giving it away for free, you know? La 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 la. Interesting. Bitcoin. BTC. Yeah, so 2 more minutes, guys. 2 more minutes, and then we'll hop off. And I'm sure this is going to continue all night as we get more news, more volatility, right? So again, let's 2 more minutes here, and then we'll hop off and hang out in Discord. Again, don't forget to smash a like, hit that subscribe, and come join us in Discord. I was just and then wait. Yeah, no, that's okay. I think futures are slightly green or what? I'm not sure. I'll take a look later. I would take a look skis. By 1 10 if we see it depending on the vibe. Yeah, I think the vibe is important. I think the vibe is important. But I don't like how everyone is excited and telling everyone to buy the dip. Yeah, If everyone's waiting to buy at $12,000, maybe we just wait for $3,000. I'm just kidding, but yeah, we'll see. Excited. Gold, silver, Bitcoin are may protect your wealth, but not your income. As the economy crashes, stock markets go bust, pensions crash, and employment rises. And as a side hustle may provide your income. Who knows? Your side hustle may grow into the next Amazon or Bitcoin. Take care. Be aware. Okay. Silver. The dude seems to like gold and gold, Bitcoin, and silver. I mean, I'm not interested in any in those silver, but maybe someday gold is gonna be Bitcoin is gonna be a little bit less volatile. And then the question is, what can it reach as much as it may fall to? Yeah, exactly, Gary. As well, I think we see less. Yeah, XRP is moving a little bit. Oh, XRP is bouncing off support. With the FOMO. XRP is going to be the savior of the crypto space. Or the finisher of the crypto space. So, one of the two. Let's go. Alrighty, guys. Any last questions? Any final questions? All here anyways. Any last questions that we can answer together? We can. Any last questions? Let us know. Chill out. La, 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 la. Any last questions? Let me know. If not, we will hop off and hang out in Discord, and then the madness continues. So, um, again, if you haven't looked at, yeah, take a look at the Trades Ideas channel in Discord. If you're looking at stocks tomorrow, and yeah, let us know what you're watching for the week in stock general, right? So for stocks, Ayo William, how are you? How are you? Hello. And then the Shiba or Doge? Probably Doge or Torres. Absolutely, Kenneth. Thank you very much for being here and hanging. Right, so thank you very much. Look at all that red. It's red everywhere. Blood on the streets. Ken? I'm not sure, honestly. I'm not sure. Not sure. Not sure. I feel like I wanted to get to like these prices that people are looking for, and then like chaotic swing below, and then yeah, that would be nice. Just like a surprise scam at midnight, 2 a.m. in the morning. Bitcoin is at $6,000. Oh my lords! And then rebound right away to 10, right? And then hold above 10 or 12. That's probably how it's gonna happen, isn't it? Or I don't know. Liquidate micro sale overnight and then pump to new highs. Dan has a question for me. Dan has a question. Um, how do you stay looking so young? You know, it's the cocoa butter. Cocoa butter and cookies and avocados and yeah, cocoa butter and cookies, avocado, and what else? Virus and unbelievable. Does the big no? It doesn't, Ken. What is this? All of a sudden, I don't know, Musty. I don't know. What this Mia person is. I don't know who this person is. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think of what Elon said about Twitter and blockchain? His messages about Sam does that have the same impact on possible future use of Dogecoin? I honestly think I wouldn't speculate too much on that, Tariq. I would just wait and see what the reaction is and then go from there, right? So I would just wait. There you go. Yeah, welcome, Tariq. Yeah, I would just wait for that whole thing there to play out. I've seen on you have I have never seen it. You know, I've never seen it. La, la, la. Yeah, like must you? I don't know. Like I can promise you that I can promise you that I've never seen that person, a video of that person. I can promise you that. You know, my the first time I heard that name was on stream when someone like sent an article. It was an article about them doing something with on the news, but I've never seen a video of that person, whoever that Mia person is. I promise. I feel bad. No, no, no. Why? Why do you feel bad? No, 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 no. I yeah, I have the same like feeling as Musty. I don't like looking at that picture. I don't think like Musty post. Someone posted a picture in Hangout General. I don't think she's that pretty. But anyways, the only I've seen la, 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 la. Yeah, I think it was Noir that posted that picture in Discord. Yeah. Anyways, alrighty guys, we will leave it here for now. Have a wonderful night. See you all in Discord. Shirts, shirts and hoodies. My in the crypto crash 2022. Shirts and hoodies here. I lost my cash in the crypto crash 2022. Yeah, for merch. Elon will time Doge and Twitter according to market conditions. I think so too, Gary. I think so too. I think so too. I think so too. I think so too. So again, smash a like before you go, and we'll see you guys in Discord. It seems like the conversation isn't over, is it? Like we should just keep going and going and going because that's just the vibe, and it's still really early. But yeah, we will continue in Discord, and then we'll be back tomorrow morning, of course. Tomorrow morning, and if anything crazy happens tonight, I'm sure we'll come back. But yeah, one love, Big Spark, Gary. Stay strong, Gary, and hopefully this is a story in the future of like overcoming hard times and eventually making life changing monies. Tariq, have a wonderful evening. Stewart, have a wonderful evening. Virus, we trust tomorrow. Musty, have a wonderful night. We see you in Discord and tomorrow morning. Ken, have a good evening. Showtime. Let's go. See you tomorrow. Showtime tomorrow morning. Dan, don't party tonight, please and thank you. Please and thank you. Mindy, save those monies. We need those monies for Hugh. Don't do anything I wouldn't do tonight, please and thank you. I'm just kidding. Let's go. Christy, have a wonderful night. Ready to kill it tomorrow morning, please and thank you. Oh, Torres, it's good to see you. Kennedy, good to see you. Moose, 80 tomorrow. Let's thrust 80 tomorrow. Anyone mummies free? Can't find mine. I want my mummies. Mummies. Absolutely, Gary. Always. Always you. Always. 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 I want my mummies. In this market? Yeah. Alrighty, guys. Again, be safe. And hopefully this is just something that, we can look at in a few years and say, yeah, this was a defining moment, or like, this was an opportunity or something, and then we can move past it, right? So yeah, we'll see how this whole thing plays out. Just so much rubbish out there. But anyways, again, have a wonderful night all, and bye guys. Bye bye bye. Bye bye bye. Bye bye bye. Bye bye bye. Alrighty. Alrighty. Good night, guys. Bye. Good night, Moose. Good night.